EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Toronto Mounties taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now Ward on first down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Looking to throw. Ward. That one complete to Trey Tucker. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Loose inside the 30. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now they pitch to Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Here is 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. You look at this Raiders defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defense coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. The Raiders sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Give him now 1,062 catches in his career. And I'm looking at the list here. That ties him with Andre Johnson.
And I wonder if he ever wrote Andre Johnson's name down and that number and said, that's where I'm trying to go. That's what I'm trying to get to. If so, congratulate yourself. You are there. That means you're right.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Jacobs. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Fielded at about the 28. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Second down, Jacobs once more. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Third down and 1. Back to throw. Ward. That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Running is Jacobs. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Looking to throw. Ward. He finds his man. Complete. It's Jacobs. Touchdown! Josh Jacobs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score. Raiders 27.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Shoves him away. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's going to use his legs here. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Mounties get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Ward throwing on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Caught on the right side by Adams. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And now they'll shift things around. To throw is Ward on 3rd down. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Carlson is good, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And the Raiders have got him. Jerry Tillery able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. There he goes, left side. There he goes again. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, 59 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Lightning 18. Warriors 70.
Back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And this will be taken at the 13. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 112 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. Back to throw. Ward. Got his man. It's Tucker, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Here's Ward on 1st and 10. This is caught by Tucker. It's a big play there for Vegas, and even 50 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Ward now to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down. They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. You know what? I know it's 4th down and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on 4th down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to get it, aren't they?
I would. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. He misses yet again, and the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And you know, sometimes I guess maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back. And essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Ward. To the right side, here's Mayer. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says. Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 11 yards for number 11. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 131 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Ward. Tucker hauls it in over the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Trey Tucker, 30 yards. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. Now inside the 25. Touchdown! A.J. Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Mounties get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Raiders on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Ward. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in. Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Back to throw. Ward. That is into the hands of Tucker. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Ward. And his throw is incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Now a 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Now Ward, off play action. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. Looking to throw. Ward. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And as this defense